everyone, it is FallenDice, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Adventures with FallenDice. And I am getting ready to expand. I was trying to come up with what to do for this episode, and I'm waiting for this to freeze so I can get a little bit more ice instead of just destroying the water. But a new block has been added in a recent update. A very special block. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But that gave me an idea for a new a new automated building. I like me some automated buildings. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm clearing out the space for this because this is going to be a quite a big building. It's pretty much going to go from the edge of our pumpkin all the way over here at some point, and I may even expand as we go. And the reason for such a large building is because we are going to be well, it's the new block is a new version of the automatic crafting bench. And the cool part about this one is it now has an inventory. The crafting bench has an inventory, and I think it's the maybe it's Red Power or one of those Forge mods has the one where I guess you share like a inventory for your crafting bench and people can kind of together put stuff in. And this is not a shared inventory, it's just one inventory for the person. But because it does have an inventory, we can now do a better job of, how should we say it, automating the process. So my plan is to build a very large building, and most of it's going to be behind closed doors. We'll have a nice wall. I'm going to use item frames to show both what the final project of each section is going to be, as well as all the items required to be placed in. And then each section is going to have two chests. One is where we put items in, and the other is where the finished items will come out. So basically, when I need to make a bunch of something, all I got to do is walk up to the chest or the wall to see what I need, throw in basically a bunch of those items into the chest. It'll automatically suck them out of the chest, put them into the system, construct the items, and then route them right back to the other chest where I can then pick them up. So I don't have to deal with actually looking up recipes or making space in my inventory while I'm, trying to do the crafting process. I just throw it all in there and then boom, it's done for me. So I have an idea in my mind how this is going to look, and I really hope it kind of comes out similar to that or maybe even better. Most of my ideas tend to do that. The idea I initially come up with, it never survives the process, which is okay because I usually end up with something that's almost even better. So I'm kind of curious to see how this one finishes. But again, so right now, like I said, I'm just clearing out the space for it. So I'm going to finish doing that, and then when I'm done, we'll come back and we'll see what kind of building I want to build it, because I haven't decided what materials I'm using or anything of that nature. So, yep. Anyways, that's what we're going to do today. So I'll see you guys in a few. And we finished clearing this out, leveling it, extending this area back a bit further. Again, I'm thinking about how I want to do this, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to go with some more stone brick on the outside, and then maybe I'll use my construction foam on the inside. Yeah, we'll keep that there. I'll use the construction foam on the inside for the wall, because I think that I can help use that to help break apart the different sections to make it even easier to tell the difference between the areas. Should be able to go get some more of my new burlap saps done today. I've been working on getting my cows rebred up so I can add more in. You can see right now, got a decent start on my sorting for my ender chest here, which, comes in real handy. When I break one of my tools, just drop it down here. There they all are. Put it back in, ores and gems. I think I added some extra stuff because I needed space. Yeah, I can get rid of all this now. You don't belong in here. There we go. But there we go. So it makes, I got a pretty decent amount to draw from. So I'm really liking how this is working. But, let's see. I have some stone. I'm going to put some more cobble, or actually I bet you these are all full. Yep. Okay. So I'll probably grab all these out, refill all of these, and then I got some more up here. But like I said, it's going to be a pretty big one, so well, let's get going on that. Let's see how we want to do this. Again, I want to make room between here. So I'm trying to decide, should I start it here and run it across? Gives me access back there if I want to. From here I'd see that there's a alleyway. Question being, for these ones, it should be the same. So actually it should go one over then. It's actually here. Oops. Is that the same, or no, it's over one more. And then, is it level, or I just want to kind of match it up. This is kind of turning into like a town square. So, okay, gotcha, and then one back. So it's kind of turned into like a town square. You know, this is where we come out, and then we got the our items kind of going around us. So let's see, actually we should put it here. And then I probably should grab a little bit more dirt real fast, because I want to actually, I need to make an open inventory area. So what we'll do is let's just drain this real quick. And this is going to be the size of this building. And it is actually rather large. Now, inside the building is going to be basically this area here is going to be 3 wide. And this is where we're going to come up and grab our items or place our items in, or just to see what the different things are. So it's plenty of room so it doesn't feel super cramped. And there's still plenty of room back here to run all of what we need to. That way, like for some of the more complex items, you know, items can be pumped into 3 or 4 different automatic crafting tables from our chest, and then be combined at different stages of the game. For like some of them, like I may decide for the low voltage power array to just have you throw the items required in, and it may actually make the machine block and some of the other stuff. We'll see how it works. Some of the stuff will be basic ones that we'll do, and other ones I may actually go for more complicated, take up a few extra spots to fit in all the items, but have it just take the raw materials and then spit out the finished product at the end. But the other thing is height-wise. I think we want this to go 4 high, and then the ceiling will be the 5th. And reason being for that, I want to be able to put in quite a bit of information here. So let's go over here. Well, we'll say this one's like a 3 high one. I'll put in all this stuff here. Okay. So we would probably basically put in maybe a chest here and a chest here. And like input, output. The block here will be the finished product maybe. And then all these blocks over here will be the different items that we're going to be putting in. And these will be item frames with the item actually placed on top of it. So you'll be able to just walk up here to see what item we get from this section here. Check down here if there's one already completed. And if not, check this here to see what items we need to add into. And that is the plan. And this is going to be this all the way down to the end. And at some point somewhere here, we'll have access into the back to get inside. But, oh, that was my pumpkins going off. And you can see the, whenever I'm online, I go ahead and activate my anchors here in this area just so that I continue to use it. Because now as this base is getting bigger and bigger, you know, there's a chance of not, you know, if I'm way over there, I may unload this chunk. And so I'd rather have this stuff continuing to go. So I've gotten into that habit, and then when I'm done, I'll jump up and I take them all, leave them in my inventory. It's a pain sometimes, but it saves the server, and we just had another issue where chunk loaders can really be bad. I had in my cavern. I've been doing a lot of work off camera as I'm trying to get down to bedrock and expand it out so we can actually start building. And I had a few steam engines running a quarry, and the quarry keeps it loaded. So when I forgot to turn the quarry off when I logged off, it continued to go till it ran out of coal. However, the chests where I was storing stuff were full, and it was in an unloaded chunk, so it continued to send stuff over there. And when I logged in to go check it out, I had 28,000 entities sitting on the ground, and the entire server completely ground to a halt. RenEvo had to get on, op himself, and pick all the items up. It was pretty bad. So, learning lessons. Things can be pretty dangerous with these chunk loaders. You have to be very careful. So, anyway, I digress. But I'm gonna go ahead, put up my walls as I got the idea here, and I'm gonna figure out a placement of windows so I can really kind of come in and see. And I'm probably gonna have multiple doors along this. I don't want to have to just go into one spot, so we'll be able to see through the windows what items are built where, and then pick the closest door. So I'm gonna do that off camera here real fast, and I'll be back shortly. We're moving along, so here's what we got so far. I basically got two windows between each door, so kind of you be able to see what the item you want, and then head straight for that door to get inside to work with it. Still got 4 high walls, which will work well. Probably just end up putting a hole in for the moment to kind of get through. Such a huge, huge building. But I think our next step is we'll go ahead and grab some glass, window this up, and then we're going to need to make a bunch of item frames, and I think I'm pretty good on chests. I'm just going to use the standard. Actually, no, I'd probably go with iron chest, because I think, well, let me take a peek. I wish there was a way. I wish the iron chest maybe filled up more space. Nope, still the same. God, that's so annoying. It's going to allow us to see behind them. Although, no it won't. Facades. Okay, good. So what we'll end up doing is the pipe that's going to be, the chest will be going on top of a pipe. So we'll put the pipe, the wooden pipe for the output and a regular pipe for the input, and we'll put a facade over the top of them, and then place the chest so that way you won't be able to see anything. It'll look like it's just recessed into the wall. I like that. So, all right, well, that sounds like a good idea. It's like I said, my idea or my designs don't ever really closely resemble the original idea, but they always seem to come out looking better. So, hope that it continues. I'm back in my assembly room area because I forgot to mention this latest Burpcraft episode. RenEvo decided to call the Fallen update. Watched my video where I was just so sad that I couldn't do a stone slab. I now have the ability to create stone slabs. We threw that in. So with that comes the ability to make a stone slab facade. Oh, that is so awesome. So thank you very much, RenEvo. I really appreciate it. Now, I could have sworn I just turned you guys on. Did I not turn you all the way on? Should still be enough power to run these. What about this room? I needed to make some. Okay, you're working. So why are you not working? That's kind of weird. So I've got. Oh! Gotta tell it to build it first. There we go. So we're gonna build us some of these stone slab facades just because I can now use them. But at the same time, actually, we'll go ahead and throw you in there. I'm gonna make some more of these stone brick ones for the project out there. You see I've got windows in now. But I just wanted to show you that. That's a cool new addition now. That we can now make the stone slab facades. So anyway, back to work. My first project I think that I want to do is solar. because I'd like to be able to, first of all, put a nice either. I'd like to get a few more high voltages created for use in different areas. One, my cavern, at least a medium out in this area here to power some things, because eventually I'd like to be able to just throw iron in at my refined iron spot and have it automatically routed through. Because right now over there I've got to take iron, put it into a macerator, and or not a macerator, one of my furnaces, and if I'm in the middle of doing anything with quarries, sometimes things get mixed up, and I just like to actually just very simply walk over here with an inventory full of iron and just stick it in the chest and have it automatically routed through and come back out. So I am going to need more solar. So like I said, I think my first project is going to be to ease the creation of our solar stuff. I'm not sure why I'm about to shut this door, seeing as it's not going to make any difference, but anyway. And actually, I should probably light this up a little bit. But anyway, so I had initially thought maybe I would just go ahead and have it automatically do everything. Like I would just throw a whole bunch of resources into a chest and it would pop out a solar panel. And the solar panel is the tough part, because after that, once you get enough solar panels, you just add it in with a low voltage transformer to get the low voltage array, medium to get the medium, So the item that we need the most work to get completed would be the actual solar panel. But there's a lot of other things too, though, that do use the same items. The circuit, the electronic circuit, the copper cable, rechargeable batteries, iron furnaces, generators, things like that. So what I decided is we're just going to start at the corner here, and we're going to make some of those items in line here, and then at the end have one for just a solar panel. So I've kind of brought some items here, get some item frames, some more chests. I got a little bit of my transport pipe and whatnot. I'm going to need more wood because I'm going to have to be going back in here. I'm just going to start putting holes in. As I finish something, I'll clear it back up. But, so we'll do our first item. So let me grab you, and I can at least put the items up, the frames up. Now we said we're going to have, those will be our 2 spots for our chest. So I need, let me grab this too. And you. Alright. So just to kind of show how we're going to do this, the bottom is going to be where the item comes out. So that'll get you here. And then, let's see. I'm just going to stick you there for now just to have something to place you on. And then we'll jump up. We want, oops, not there. We wanted one higher. Yep. Alright. Wooden one to withdraw the items that are in our second chest there. And then we can place in a wooden block in between. There we go. And there. Grab 2 chests. One to go there, one to go there. That way I like how this is. It just looks like it's recessed into the wall, even though it is feeding a it is feeding a pipe. And then the other item I need to do is we are going to need to make some stairs, so I can actually access these chests. That seems like a silly afterthought, but whatever. We'll just make a couple of these because I think I have some stored somewhere, but. I just want to make this first one to kind of show how everything will be fitting in. There we go. That's all it has to be. I just need the flat backing for it here, and then really hope that I can still place you on the back of it. Good. All right. So here's going to be the item. So this will be electronic circuit. So we'll place one electronic circuit in here so you can tell. That will be our input, and I do need to fix you because you are. The top and the bottom of a stone brick is a separate design, so I do need you to be on the bottom. There we go. That way it won't look like a weird block. It still kind of looks like a weird block, whatever. Oh well. Not always happy, but eventually they will fix these lighting glitches, and then I won't be able to have that issue there. So anyways, item in, item comes out. I probably should throw in this at the bottom. Alright, and then, like I said, our first item is the electronic circuit. So when we go over here and we put in our electronic circuit, we need, and actually, no, we're going to do copper cable first because copper cable is required in electronic circuit. So copper cable is simply rubber and copper. So for this one here, we only need 2 items to create this. So we only need 2 item frames. Then for our electronic circuit, we need 3 items. So for that one, put 3 items. There's where our finished product is going to go. And actually, I suppose I should probably... Oh, I forgot. Those don't disappear when you... Yes, it does. Okay. I did see something. Somebody did something on one of those things where there's a glitch that can be a... You know, you can use it for something cool. Let's see. Grab our 2 items here. And there we go. That gets rid of that. Oops, let me jump up. Let's see. Come back over here. Grab our item frames as well as our facades. Let's see. You're there. You're there. That puts you there. And actually, we'll get rid of you once again because I still want to have that look good down here. And there we go. Now, let me run and grab the items here because I'd like to actually show what this looks like completed. And then we'll go back and we'll actually set the system up back here for these 2 items and show it working. Ooh, I do like how this looks. So here's our first item we're going to be making, and that is our copper cable made with copper and rubber. Although actually, now that I think about it, that may not be completely correct, is it? It's actually made with wire. Yep. Gotcha. Alright, I need to redo that one. You know, and then no, I am gonna leave it the same way because what we're gonna do for this one, this is the items we'll put in. I will have the first one where it takes all the copper and turns it into copper wire, and then feeds it into a second one which takes in our rubber, and that's gonna give us our insulated copper cable. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Alright, and then this one, I can just take the copper cable that we make from over here insulated and put it in there along with some refined iron and some redstone to give us our chipsets. Nice, I do like this. This should look kind of cool. And then again, we step outside. We'll go to walk around and see them from out here, kind of get the idea of which one we want. The only thing I'm thinking of at the moment is maybe putting a block between them to better separate them. And I'm thinking I probably will do that. So it'll be an empty block or empty row between them, and it'll lessen how many I can fit in here. But what I've also just realized is I have the ability to go up another to match what's in here. I can go up a whole nother floor again yet. So I can put in ladders, you know, right next to each one of the doors, depending on where area. And as I add new things to build in here, I just go up another flight. So I am going to do that. So we'll move this one over here, and then let's get back and we'll start working on the piping, the crafting tables, and let's see if we can actually make these work. So what makes all this work, and for some reason the texture isn't loading. I'll have to look into that later. It normally looks like a regular crafting table with some different colors thrown in, but anyway, this is our advanced workbench. So we'll make a few of these real fast. Luckily, it still works even without the texture. But anyway, here, let me get rid of this. All right. So thinking along this, I realize I do need to have 2 separate types of piping going just to make things workable, because obviously we're going to have to run things next to each other in cramped spaces. So the first thing is putting in the items here, I need to have them coming out two different directions. So one of them is going to come off to the side, and we'll pump that into our first item. And I think actually I was going to get rid of this one here for the moment because I'm actually using you. And also another cool thing, I love this. You no longer have to have uh, golden pipes powered now. Actually putting redstone on them will depower them, which makes this a whole lot easier to do stuff like this. So let's see, that goes there. Where should I put this first one? Bum 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 bum. I want to have it getting, well actually this one, the first one is going to have to go through and get built first before it sends items in, so I can make this one a little bit slower. So let's see, we'll take you over here and down for the moment. Items going in from the top. So we'll take you, and you're going to be copper becoming insulated copper. And then from there, we need wooden to pull it out. So you'll be heading over this way. And I think we wanted you to come down here. Whoops. Nope, 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 nope. Hold on. If I go like this, and then like that. It's gonna look ugly, but it's just kind of the way it's got to be. That's why it's in the back too, so I don't have to look into it. Items coming in. Alright, good. And at this point, see, we'll bring you up, and then together you will both join in to an iron pipe. So I can then route you guys into our next one of these. There we go. And then the output will once again be a wooden, followed by a golden, and then feeding back into there. Okay. Now this one is going to take our cable and our rubber and give us insulated. Okay. And then let's see, where's my wrench? We want our items all going that way. Alright. Now I just need to put on some gates. And let's see. We'll have one gate. And these will all be the same. It's just going to say items in inventory. Going to send a pulse. And the same over here. And I actually, oops, need to go get a few more of these. Sorry for the inventory here. Normally I try to keep it a little bit better, but I'm in a hurry. I'm excited to see if this actually works. Alright, so then we'll send, oops, pulsar. Okay. Let's come over here and get rid of all of this stuff here. And I'll probably come over here. And just to demonstrate, we'll stick you in here, and that should start pumping out right off the bat. Right, right. Items in inventory, pulse. I have items. Oh, it's not going to come from here because this is the, okay. So I actually have to come over, I'll have to manually place that one in here. It's got some logic to it. Let me grab a couple more gates. Where are my gates? Did I leave them all? Alright, I need to go find them. I'll be right back. I forgot one little thing. I actually need to have a diamond gate here because I need to separate. So at this point I think is where, see if I can get in here, I may have to adjust where everything's at here just to make it all fit. Alright, so if we put the diamond gate here. Go like this. This is all gonna have to get moved over a little bit, which is just fine. Let me just take this all apart. Actually, let me get rid of the pick so I'm not breaking windows. Okay. You don't need to be anywhere yet. Oh, I broke that, didn't I? Ah, whatever. Okay. So at this point, I need two things. I didn't need you. I need to have, going the green route is going to be our copper. Grab one of each. Alright. So going the green route will be our copper, and the black route will be our rubber. Alright. Then we put in our first of you coming into here. And again, that says this. And the output will be going over here. Now, you basically just come down into here. And you're still going to be coming up into this point. And let's see. Iron gate. Oops. Over to here. Put you down here. Get rid of you now. Got our wood gate coming through, followed by a gold gate, and then cobblestone going the rest of the way back. Okay, now we're separating them. And then I just need to change and make sure this is facing the right direction. Come over here. We take you and you. Add you into there. That's going to give us that. Okay. And then we change you once again to our logic we need. Item in inventory. Pulse. And actually you need to be a wooden. And same thing. Items pulse. There we go. Alright. And then you, I think I'm just going to I want this thing powered all the time. So let's bring you over. Because one thing I've already noticed is the engine here was only going to pull the first stack at a time. Alright. So the items that are currently in here, it's just going to pull all the rubber at the moment and send it all one direction. And then after that is empty, then it'll go to the copper. So what I can do is I can try to make it like this, so it'll kind of get to the other pieces faster, as well as with the redstone here, it's going to be a lot quicker in heating up, so then it'll start to move things faster. But as I'd already had 6 in here, you can already see that once the rubber makes it in here, it is converted. So already over here we've got some copper cabling, and then as soon as we start sending in our copper, we'll start making more. So our first one is actually working now. So we've got 7 away, and we're already getting our copper cable. So we have one successful group done. Although I do need to fix that little mistake I made. Let's see. Grab some stone brick facades. And let's see if we can't fix it from here. I probably have to break my chest again. That's fine. Just do it that way, and then put it back, and then add in those. And yep, good. Now we're sending copper, so copper should be getting sent separately. Rubber's going there. There we go. There's copper. And they are going quickly. And let's see, we probably have an abundance of rubber waiting, so as soon as we start getting in our insulated copper cables, which there we are here, I wonder if I should stick a a gold in here as well. I hate slow cabling. Yeah, let's do that. Add you in here manually. There we go. Nice. I like how this works. Now we just need to add in some more. I want to watch this one actually work. There we go. So we have 3 copper. Should get our 3 cable. I think our 6 cable, and we still have. Oh, we're actually exactly at the right amount now. I like this. So now I can look over here, see exactly what I want, grab them out of here, and I can basically just fill this thing up, and it'll just continue working. So I'll have a surplus of these waiting in here. Then I take those, and I can already start adding in my next item for this one here. Our next one is now ready. So I've got the first enough to do 2 chipsets going in here, and then after that I just kind of let it go, because I figure after a while, you can see this is now empty, and I've already got 57 in here. So I actually need more rubber. So if you're in a hurry, you know it pays to do something like that. But if it doesn't really matter, if you don't really care about time, then you can basically just fill it up and come back whenever you feel like it. So I'm just gonna basically fill this thing completely full of all the items I need here, and then I'm just gonna forget about it. And then we come over to our next one here, and we think I brought along a bit more refined iron. I'll put in another couple stacks of the refined iron. And let's see, we'll put in a few more, put in some more redstone. Yeah, that's all I need for redstone compared with the refined iron. And the rest of it's just getting the copper cables. And let's see, have I already got some coming out? Not yet. Let me guess. Probably because I don't have any. Let me see what's in here right now. I've got, yep, I need redstone now. Just because I started filling it while I was in the process. So now it's shooting redstone. And then we'll start getting some stuff out. Alright, good. I'll give it enough to get a few. And I don't have a gold one, but I mean it's right there, so I don't think that's really an issue. But there we go, got our first electronic circuits. Cool. Alright, well now I've got to add in a few more things, because remember our goal for this was solar, high voltage solar arrays. So these are just the first 2 ingredients that we need for our solar array. And I'm also eventually going to be putting in our coal dust, so I'll be putting in a macerator, which is one of the reasons why I want to have power here. So I can just stick coal in, and it'll turn the coal into coal dust and just rot it that way as well. So, alright, well I'm going to play around a bit with this some more. I'm going to get a few more things put together, and then I'll kind of come in and show you what I've got, and then I think we'll probably end the episode by making some solar stuff. But you can see so far here I've got lots of room, so I guess I really didn't need to go quite as big as I did. I was thinking it was going to be a little more complicated, but I guess if I wanted to make one that just did it all at once, that would be the case. I may do some of that with some of the other stuff later on, but we'll see. So, alright, I'll be back in a few. Success! So it only took this this much space to get to this point. And like I said, with the amount of area I have back here, I could have done this all in one. I could have made a single one where I just threw everything in, but with the way it only takes one item at a time as opposed to stacks of items, it probably would have been a little painful anyway. But I have that option if I so choose to. So this one was simple. We got the copper cable, redstone, refined iron, and that just turns it into a chipset nice and easy. This one is simple, tin, redstone, copper cable. That gives us our rechargeable battery. Over here, this one got a little creative. So for this one we needed rechargeable battery, machine block, and furnace. So rechargeable batteries just go straight in. Furnace gets made with the cobble. Machine block with the refined iron. And those are split right up there with our diamond. And then they all come together down to here. And that's how we get our generators. And then the final product, the solar panel, is just straight up coal dust, glass, generator, and the circuit all thrown in. And that gives us our items. So right now it looks like I'm missing, what, generators? But I probably already have a few of these made. Yep, already got 6 made. And I still have my low voltage solar array from before. And if I come over here, what am I missing? I have refined iron and cobble. Oh, I bet you I need more of these. All I gotta do is come over here, throw these in, and it's automatically gonna start making more generators. So it is kind of a bit of a pain to have to go through and move some of these items, but I think it's a whole lot simpler than the normal route I have to take. Let's see, where did I need these in? Oh yeah, over here. There we go. Oops, no, don't want to send that. There we go. More solar panels. Yep, it just slowly moves along. So basically, like what we did up here, it's already almost completely out of the chest, which means if I come over here and look inside, let's see, first one was what? Okay, we've already got plenty of copper cable. Oh, actually I do need more copper cable, okay. But I think I probably have a excess of that anyway. But this one, refined, so it's more cable, I need more cable. So it's nice to be able to get back here, so I may want to leave more access points to get in there. As you can see, I actually need more copper, which is alright. There we go. No, it's right there. Was it not wanting to take it from the middle? Or is it just going slow? Eh. But I have plenty of copper, so it's just slowly taking it out. But anyway, I like how this is looking. I like how this is working. Again, the only issue is if you're in a hurry to get something. That's the thing. This is not meant to be in a hurry, you know, because I could definitely craft it myself quicker. This is just throw everything in, run off and do other stuff, and when you come back, you've got the items waiting for you. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I think on the next one, I'm probably going to work on more of this on my off time, so I'll have some of this to show off. And as far as what my next thing I'm going to work on, I'm not quite sure. So I guess it'll be a surprise to all of us. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.